Welcome back to JandJPickEm. My name is Josh. Last week I went 10-6, and my overall record is 124-69. We both got double-digit wins last week, and last week was a hard week. On Thanksgiving, all the upsets won. On Black Friday, the Eagles lost too, another upset, and we still managed to get double-digit wins. We've been doing a lot of giveaways. 2 weeks ago, someone won $50. Last week, someone won a jersey. If you guys want more giveaways, let us know what you guys want, and we'll do it for you guys. I'm pretty excited for this week of football.
My name is Juan. Last week I went 10-6, and my overall record is 122-71. Hey, last week I ended up changing two of my picks. I changed my pick from the Raiders to the Chargers,
yes, sir,
and from the Browns to the Niners, and both cashed out.
Let's go.
You changed your pick from the Cardinals to the Bucks, and it cashed out. So make sure to follow us on Instagram, JandJPickEm. That's where we do any last minute changes to any of our picks due to any injuries or any other things like that. So make sure to follow us on there, and let's move on to our Week 15 picks.
Week 14, baby, let's go.
Week 14, let's go.
For Thursday Night Football, we got the Cowboys versus the Lions. This week is going to be the best week for primetime game. We got this for Thursday Night Football. Sunday Night Football, I got the Chiefs versus the Texans. Monday Night Football, I got the Eagles versus Chargers. Damn. This is going to be an amazing week, and it starts off with this good game. George Pickens is balling out for the Cowboys. He's playing amazing. Him and CeeDee Lamb are one of the best duos in the league. Yep. And Dak Prescott, we know this year he's one of the best quarterbacks in terms of passing yards. He's throwing the ball a lot. And in terms of the Lions, they just lost Terrion Arnold. I think I butchered his first name, but great cornerback. He's out for the season. Amon St. Brown's going to be out for a couple weeks. He has a low ankle sprain, and they're dealing with a lot of injuries. So that means Jahmyr Gibbs has to carry this team, and someone who's very inconsistent, J-Mo. Last week, he had an amazing game. He has to continue playing good, and Jared Goff has to get on the ball, and he has to stop getting sacked. Yeah. Against the Packers, he got pressured so many times, and he has to not allow that to happen. And you know what? Quinnen Williams for the Cowboys is turning up at the right time. Their defense is looking good, and offensively, they're looking good too. For this game, it's a tricky one, but honestly, give me the Lions. They're playing at home. I like their offense. Actually, I don't like their offense better than the Cowboys, but something's telling me that they have to win this game, and I feel like Jared Goff's going to step up, and he's going to win the game for them.
Yeah, for this one, if the Lions really want to make a playoffs, or honestly, if they want to make the playoffs, they have to win this game. Mm-hmm. You know, if they want to win the division, bro, they basically got to win out, which most likely is not going to happen. But for this one, come on, give me the Cowboys. And people are saying, oh, you know, the Lions are going to win. But, bro, the Cowboys, they just beat the Chiefs. Yep. And their offense is looking amazing. George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb are so good. Jake Ferguson, probably one of my favorite tight ends, not just because I have him on fantasy, but this guy's a baller. And then, I think the Cowboys defense is going to be able to get to the quarterback, to Jared Goff. Last week, the Packers, you know, they were all over Jared Goff. And this week, the Cowboys are going to do the same thing. For the Lions, I don't know. I feel like St. Brown being out, he's a key player to this team.
Of course,
without St. Brown, this whole team loses their momentum. You know, he's that player that kind of gives the, you know, how would you say like that?
He's
builds the confidence for the team.
He's who they look for.
Yeah,
like, they look for him, and if he's not
without him there, Jameson Williams shut him out. You basically got an easy game. For this one, I got the Cowboys honestly putting up a good amount of points, probably like 35.
It's gonna be a crazy game,
but I think they're gonna score lots of touchdowns, and I think there's no way the Lions win this game.
And I got the Lions. Let us know who you guys think is gonna win this game. For our next matchup, we got the Titans versus the Browns. This is going to be a snooze fest. I expect a lot of turnovers. The over-under as of today is 33.5. This is the lowest over-under total for this season. So crazy. Expect a very low-scoring game, especially for two offenses that can't score. The Browns last week, their only touchdown, which was actually Shador's first passing touchdown of his career, went to Harold Fannin, his tight end. It was a pretty good pass, I ain't going to lie. But for the rest of the game, they couldn't move the ball at all. It seems like Shador, I don't know, he's just not confident throwing the ball. But we know what he could do. And, you know, in college, he did it. I know the college doesn't translate to NFL all the time, but I expect him to do a lot better this game. And especially at home. Cam Ward, he hasn't been playing amazing. We talked about it all the time, their weapons. They have no wide receivers. And defensively, they didn't play good last week either. And I expect the Browns to win this game. So for this game, I got the Browns to win, but for one reason. And that's they're at the dog pound at home. And Myles Garrett is Defensive Player of the Year. He's a favorite to win that award. And I'm telling you, he's going to get a bunch of sacks. They're going to get Cam Ward to the floor. And we say all the time, if you spend more time on the floor than actually throwing the ball, you're not going to win a game. So I got the Browns winning this matchup.
Yeah, for this game, honestly, the Titans are they're so bad. There's nothing good to say against them or for them, you know. But the crazy part is how last week they had a good game against the Seahawks, and all of a sudden they only put up 3 points.
I know.
Week. It's very confusing for the Browns. It's too early to tell Shedeur Sanders is going to be a great quarterback or not. Because last week a lot of people hopped on, the bandwagon, and bro, it was horrible. Everyone lost with the Browns pick. Good thing I switched my pick to the Niners. I almost fell for that. I'm not gonna lie. But for this one, it's just Cam Ward is he's in a horrible situation with this team. Bro, there's no weapons for him. There's nothing for him.
Yeah.
For the Browns, at least Shedeur Sanders has the Browns defense to,
of course.
Whenever he's not scoring, they're not putting the points on him.
Very true.
So for this one, give me the Browns. Look, there's nothing good to say for these teams. The only thing good here is the Browns defense.
Yeah.
So for this one, give both of us the Browns.
Let's go. For our next matchup, we got the Seahawks versus the Falcons. I feel like for this game, before the season started, people expected an amazing matchup.
Yeah.
But now in the middle of the season, Michael Penix Jr. is out for the season. And, Drake London has a chance to play, but we don't know if he is. Now you're like, this is easy. Like, I got the Seahawks, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, Seahawks are going to win this game. I know what you guys are going to say. JSN last week played it bad. He only had 20 yards. Where's he at? Sam Darnold, no touchdowns. But guess what? That defense is legit. We seen it last week. I know it's the Vikings with the backup quarterback, but they still stepped up. They scored a defensive touchdown, so many sacks, 4 interceptions. And honestly, they could do the same thing to Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins, he played decent last week, but he lost to the Jets. If you're losing to the Jets, how do you expect to beat the Seahawks, man? This one's easy. I don't got much to say. Give me the Seahawks winning, and they're going to play really good football.
Yeah, for this one, come on. Give me the Seahawks as well. I feel like it's like you say, a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Last week, the Seahawks smacked the Vikings. They didn't put up any points, right?
0 points for the Vikings.
The Falcons last week, they lost to the Jets. That's all we got to say. And Kirk Cousins, this guy has been letting me down. Like, there's nothing good to say about him. Bijan Robinson has been balling out.
Oh,
so
he has.
He could have a good game but at the end of the day, this game, I'm not going anything close to the Falcons. Give me the Seahawks to cash out for this one.
Yes, sir. For our next matchup, we got the Colts versus the Jaguars. This is going to be an amazing division matchup. The Colts, you know what? I called it. Eventually, reality hits. Yeah. Daniel Jones hasn't been playing amazing the past 2 games, 2-game losing streak. And honestly, when Jonathan Taylor doesn't get it going, I feel like the Colts struggle a lot. And I don't know who the number 1 is for his team.
Hey, wait, I have a question. Does that mean he's MVP?
Honestly, he still has a chance, man. Hey, he's up there. He's a really good running back. And you know what? He's the one carrying the Colts right now. And Michael Pittman, he isn't doing great. Alec Pierce is inconsistent. Josh Downs is there. I feel like wide receiver-wise, when it's time to win a game, when it's 4th down or it's the 4th quarter and you can't run the ball and you got to pass, they struggle. Yeah. And I feel like we've seen that. And this week they're playing the Jaguars, who are a stingy defense. They get plays done. They stop really good offenses. And last week they made the Titans look like the Titans, basically. Yeah. They made them look horrible. And Jacoby Myers, what a pickup from the Raiders for the Jaguars. Yep. He's looking a lot better than Brian Thomas Jr., who was expected to be the number 1 this year. And honestly, I'm liking how the Jags are going. And this game is a really important game. It's for the division title, basically. I know it's still kind of early, but in my opinion,
it's basically, they get that 1 game over them right away.
Whoever wins this, in my opinion, wins the division. And a crazy stat that me and Juan seen before this game, the Colts haven't won in Jacksonville since 2014.
Crazy.
It's been 11 years, and you know what that means? Duval. Give me the Jaguars winning this game. Jacksonville's going to go crazy. And you know what? Trevor Lawrence is going to have a good game this week.
Hey, Josh, I think I'm going to hop on that train,
You better hop on,
Let's go, Duval.
Let's go.
We're both going Jaguars. Hey, look, this happens. Hey, have you been watching the NFL for a while? You know this happens to that team that's been hot for a while.
Yep.
We all remember that year. That's the Steelers.
The Steelers, yep.
The Colts, they were on fire. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, they got 3 losses. Yeah. And now the Jaguars have the chance to take the division.
Yep.
Bro, I don't know. I've been talking smack about Trevor Lawrence all season, but he's been finding ways to win.
He has.
And for this game, as much as I want to go against them, I just, I woke up this morning, my senses were telling me go with the Jaguars. And now, you basically confirmed it for me. They haven't won. The Colts haven't won there since 2014.
That's crazy.
Sometimes things like this get to these players. Yep. Kind of like with the Packers that can't beat the Niners in the playoffs. It gets to them. There's a little kind of similar to that. For this one, give us both the Jaguars. Hey, I think the Jaguars are favored to win too, right?
They're actually not favored, but it's only -1 though.
Not
it's
bad.
Super close.
Hey, let us know if you guys got the Colts or Jaguars. This is a crazy game for the division, so let us know for this one.
For our next matchup, we got the Commanders versus the Vikings. This should be an interesting matchup. The Vikings, hopefully they get a better quarterback than they had last week. Shutout, no touchdowns, no points at all, not even a field goal. Brosmer, horrible quarterback, 4 interceptions. Hopefully Nine's coming back, but honestly,
Nine's the go.
I don't even know if that's a good thing, man. Jack Doherty, we don't like this guy.
Nope.
Horrible team, but I told this to my cameraman and Juan. The Raiders, a couple years ago, they scored only 3 points against the Bears. And then the week after, literally the week after, 63 points against the Chargers. And they balled out. And who knows? Maybe the Vikings could do that. They're playing at home. And you know what? They have nothing going for them. So when a team has nothing to play for, that's a scary team because they're going to go for it on 4th down. Yep. They're going to do everything they can. And as for the Commanders, that's what they did. They went for on 4th down and they went for 2 points at the end of the game. They choked at the end.
Yeah.
But Marcus Mariota, he threw a bunch of touchdowns. Traylon Burks, crazy one-handed catch.
Oh, yeah.
Zach Ertz had a bunch of catches. And honestly, they played pretty good. They just choked at the end. And this game, everyone has the Commanders winning. And honestly, I'm a dumb person. I take dumb picks. Give me JJ McCarthy and the Vikings winning this matchup. I say it all the time. When a team gets blown out, their backs were blown, they're going to come back this week and they're going to ball out at home. And you know who's going to step up? Justin Jefferson. Get him the ball, and you guys will win the game. I got the Vikings this week.
Hey, honestly, Justin Jefferson could win the game if the quarterbacks could get the ball to him, which is not going to happen. Nine is trash. The other backup quarterback, even worse. I didn't know it can get worse than J.J. McCarthy, to be honest. But for this game, come on. Give me the Commanders. Yep. Bro, Terry McLaurin came back. And
oh, my gosh,
all of a sudden,
I forgot.
I drafted him for fantasy football all season. I'm like, come on.
Hey, was he on your bench this week? Don't lie.
He was on my bench. He was on my bench. He put up a couple points on my bench, But for this one, I think the offense for the Commanders is looking good. Jaden Daniels. I don't know if I heard something about him.
I heard something he might come back.
A possibility of him playing. Don't play him. It's your franchise quarterback. There's no risk. Both these teams don't have a chance at making playoffs.
Yep.
For this one, give me the Commanders. Like you said, both teams have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
So, right now it's basically testing out your players, the coaches, seeing what works, what doesn't. And for this one, I think I'm going to go with the Commanders just because the quarterback situation with Marcus Mariota, I trust a lot more his receivers. He has McLaurin, he has Zach Ertz, and he has Deebo Samuel. For this one, I can't go with the Vikings.
Give me a score prediction.
For this one, probably like 30-0.
That's wild.
For this one, I think it's probably gonna be like, I don't know, 27-10, maybe.
Ooh, hey, that might happen.
Commanders win.
Hey, let us know who you guys got winning this matchup. For our next matchup, we got the Bengals versus the Bills. How about the Bengals? Joe Burrow comes back and they beat the Ravens. Pretty good game.
Yep.
And you know what? They're not playing for anything. They actually still have a chance to make playoffs.
They actually have a chance to make. No, they have a chance at winning their division. They're only two games behind.
But honestly, I don't think they have a chance though, even though they're right there. And you know what? But Joe Burrow was a huge upgrade. I know Jamar Chase is super happy that Joe Flacco ain't there no more. Yep. And they're winning games, and that's all that matters. As for the Bills, a great game last week. James Cook is cooking. But the one thing we always say is their wide receiver core. No one there is like really the number one. And that's going to be a huge problem for them if they make the playoffs this year, because you got to have some wide receivers to carry your team, especially when it's a shootout. And this game is going to be a shootout. Yeah. Joe Burrow versus Josh Allen. That's like what we dream of. It's going to be a good game. Playoff level game. And honestly, this game is in Buffalo, and I think it's going to actually be snowing. Damn. And you already know how snow games are with Josh Allen, bro. Snow games with Josh Allen, he balls out. He throws touchdowns to himself. That's how good he is. I got the Buffalo Bills winning this game. And you know what? Josh Allen's going to take over. Last game, I feel like he didn't play the best. He played pretty good, but I feel like he's had better games. And this game is going to be one of those where he just extremely balls out and takes over, and they're going to win this game.
Yeah, this one, I feel like this one is the most difficult games to choose this week, just because the Bengals are in a situation where they're basically must win.
Yeah.
The Bills, they're basically in the situation too. They're must win if they want to make playoffs at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're even in this situation. We all thought they were going to win their division, and now they're 3 games behind the Patriots. For this game, I still don't know who I'm going to choose. I think for this game, I'm gonna go with the safe pick.
Smart
I'm gonna
guy
go with
right
the
here.
Bills. Josh Allen, he always finds a win. It doesn't matter. I don't care about last week. The Bengals, they got
Yeah.
that win. That doesn't matter. The Josh Allen, when it's time to win those big games and in the snow,
Yep.
he performs really good. You're gonna be watching this game and you'll be like, Josh Allen, this guy's meant to play in snow. Go with the Bills this week, and you'll be cashing out.
Yes, sir. For our next matchup, we got a division matchup. We got the Saints versus the Bucks. And honestly, no questions asked. This is a pretty easy game.
Yep.
Give me the Buccaneers winning this matchup. Even last week, they looked pretty good. Baker Mayfield was looking decent. And you know what? This week, Bucky Irving, he's back. Last week he scored a touchdown. He got robbed from another touchdown too. What's his name? Tristan Wirfs. Learn how to block and out hold, man. He would have had 2 touchdowns, and maybe I would have won fantasy this week.
Maybe.
And for the Saints, Tyler Shook, he's still a rookie, so he's learning. He threw an interception, got sacked 3 times. Alvin Kamara, he's probably not going to play this week. MCL sprain. Without him, they looked horrible. The rush game, it wasn't there. Olave still scored a touchdown. And Dele, he played for the Broncos last year, and you know what? He's looking like a good number 2 option for the Saints. You know what? The Saints could put up a game. Honestly, I feel like they could. You don't think so? You think it'll be a blowout?
Don't think they can.
I think they could make. It's a division game. You never know. And the Saints play pretty hard when they play the Bucks. But you know what? The Bucks are going to win this game. They have the better offense, and you know what? They're playing for something, so they have to win this game.
Yeah.
Give me the Bucks winning this matchup.
Yeah, last week, every week I always go with the Bucks, and last week I went with the Cardinals because I thought Baker Mayfield was going to be more hurt than what he actually was. Turned out he was actually pretty good.
He was faking the injury.
Yeah, he was faking it. Give me the Buccaneers. The Saints have no chance. I think Shuck's probably gonna throw more interceptions than touchdowns this game. He only has 5 touchdowns.
He's gonna throw more touchdowns for the Bucks. Huh?
Yeah, he can be throwing them for the wrong team. Honestly, Shuck, he showed that he has the potential. But at the end of the day, there's a reason why you made it to the NFL because you're a pretty decent quarterback.
Yeah.
But he's not a good enough quarterback to be winning games, especially a division game against Baker Mayfield. That's not happening. Buccaneers are going to cash out. Honestly, I think they're going to destroy the Saints. Pray for the Saints this week.
It could be a blowout easily. Yep. For our next matchup, we got the Ravens versus the Steelers. I think both of these teams are on the top of the AFC North.
Yep.
And this is a really important division game. Whoever wins this is first place in that division, right?
First place.
And you know what? The Ravens desperately need this win. They lost to the Bengals in an embarrassing way. Their defense, Swiss cheese, man. They couldn't do anything. They're getting sliced up. And Lamar Jackson, I think this is his most inaccurate year as a quarterback. Yeah. We know that he's a running back.
It could be he might be a little injured or something.
Hey, honestly, it could be that too. But last game, too many incompletions, and he didn't look good. And you know what? It doesn't help when you have a wide receiver like Zay Flowers who can't catch. Yeah. And you even said it, bro. Was he playing last week?
Bro, that guy was not in the field. I didn't see him catch anything, so I don't even know if he played.
And as for the Steelers, we know what their defense could do. Amazing defense, but last week they lost. They didn't have a great game.
Yeah.
And even worse, big play Zay is out. Darius Slay, they just released him for no reason. I thought he was a good cornerback, but they released him, but it's all good. You still got Jalen Ramsey and TJ Watt. And offensively, Aaron Rodgers is showing that he's washed. Like, we see it now. And honestly, when Jalen Warren is your only good player on your offense, DK Metcalf isn't even having crazy numbers. It's pretty hard to score. But the Steelers are the same thing every year. Horrible offense, great defense. And does that win games? Yeah. Honestly, it does.
Yeah, and a winning record.
And a winning record. And honestly, they could truly beat the Ravens. Yeah. But give me the Ravens. I got the Ravens winning this matchup. I feel like Lamar Jackson finally gets it right. And their defense, super inconsistent. But I feel like they could stop Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
A lot of people could stop Aaron Rodgers this year. It's not 2012 Aaron Rodgers. It's 2025 Aaron Rodgers. So I got the Ravens winning this matchup.
Yeah, I feel like both of these teams have been inconsistent all season. Especially Aaron Rodgers. All of a sudden, he'll have a good game. And then the next week, he's playing horrible. And, blaming his whole team for not catching the balls. Yep. For this game,
choose a smart pick, Juan.
I feel like the Steelers honestly have a great chance at winning. Aaron Rodgers, all of a sudden, he can have a great game just because the Ravens defense, Derrick Henry, he's still good. He does his part, but he can't do it all. He's not the same explosive player he was, a couple years ago. He still gets those big plays.
Yeah.
But I think we know what his potential truly is. And then the receivers, Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman are straight trash. These guys don't even help out their quarterback, Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson's probably going to, have to do it with his legs.
Yeah.
Which he hasn't been looking too great. For this one, I think I'm gonna do it.
I know you are.
Give me the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't
Yeah.
know what it is.
I knew you were
Aaron
gonna
Rodgers
choose
is
it.
gonna find a way to win this game.
You're crazy, bro.
Look, I'm telling you this right now. There's a reason why the Ravens lost last week to the Bengals. Their offense is just struggling right now, and the Steelers defense has a good chance at taking advantage of it. And if they start off early, pretty hot, I don't think Lamar Jackson will be able to do a comeback. So for this one, I'm going with the Steelers.
I'll say this. Follow us on Instagram. This might be a pick that we changed, but right now, Juan has the Steelers.
go.
I got the Ravens. Let us know who you guys got winning this matchup.
Let's go.
For our next matchup, we got another division game. We got the Dolphins versus the Jets. Pretty horrible matchup. Two teams who are basically tank for Tua 2.0.
Yep.
But hopefully you could get someone better than Tua this time. The Dolphins, you know what? Achan is there, and they barely beat the Saints. They had the lead the whole time, but honestly, they were choking at the end.
They almost choked
at some point, I thought the Saints were gonna win, and honestly, it could happen losing to the Jets. The Jets last week, they had so many chances to lose to the Falcons, but somehow Tyrod Taylor comes in, goes to Atlanta, and balls out and wins the game.
I don't even know how he did that. This guy had a horrible game.
It was. I don't know. I don't even know how they won, but he had a good throw to Adonai Mitchell. Huge throw, and it was pretty good. And Brees Hall had a great game. Honestly, this is the biggest toss-up of the week. I feel like it could go any way, and I don't even know who I'm going to choose right now. But honestly, it's who do you trust more, and I trust Tua turn the ball over more. He is going to turn the ball over a couple times, but this game comes down to who's going to score more points off of turnovers because both teams are going to make a lot of mistakes. It's who's going to score more points. And we got Achan, Waller, who just came back out of injury.
Yeah.
And you know what? He's not only rapping, he's playing football now too. So
wide receiver 1 on
hey, there you go. He's going to perform on halftime too, so you guys should check out that. And then Jalen Waddle.
He's going to rap at halftime?
Jalen Waddle didn't have a great game last week, but you know what? With no Tyreek Hill, has been playing amazing this year. So I trust the Dolphins' offense more. So give me Miami winning this matchup.
Yeah, this game, it's a little tricky. Last week, the Jets, I thought they were gonna lose.
Yeah.
And somehow they find a way to win.
Yeah.
For this game, Tua, is he able to find the win? Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to go with the Jets,
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna go with the safe pick, the Dolphins. Tua, he's been finding a way to win. His receivers, Waller's back.
Yeah.
Or he's been there, so he's been pretty consistent. Waddle, he didn't have too great of a game, but I expect him to bounce back. And one player, a chain, bro, this guy's just been balling out. I got him on fantasy football. He's literally been carrying me every week.
Yep.
And this week, he's going to be carrying the Dolphins to a win.
Yeah.
The Jets, I don't know how I'm still in shock at how they beat the Falcons last week. But yeah, this team is horrible. Give me the Dolphins.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure just because
it could be
the
tricky.
Dolphins have those random games. It's like, bro, you're supposed to be the Jets, they're supposed to be tanking
and they just win.
Like, why are you winning, bro?
Division game too.
Yeah, you got nothing to win.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
For this one, give up also Dolphins.
Yes, sir. For our next matchup, we got another divisional game. We got the Broncos versus my Raiders. Hey, honestly, I'm so happy we're losing. We're tanking for a quarterback. Hopefully we get Fernando Mendoza or someone good. Maybe Archie Manning, someone for the college draft. I need someone good. So for this game, easy matchup. Give me the Broncos winning this game. But guess what? You guys remember them TikTok Steelers in 2020? That's what the Broncos are. They're winning every game by one possession at the end. They got so lucky that they beat the Commanders. But I will say this. At the end, defenses always show up, and defense wins championships, and that's what the Broncos are doing. Sure, Bo Nix isn't like going crazy, but at least their defense is stepping up when it matters. And honestly, against the Raiders, your defense doesn't got to do much, but Geno Smith throws interceptions for fun. He loves giving touchdowns to the opposing team, and that's what he does, man. Geno specials. He's going to cook up an order for you guys, and he's just going to lose the game for the Raiders. And that's what's going to happen for this game. Just a horrible team. But I will say one thing. We got Brock Bowers, best tight end in the league. Had a really nice one-handed catch last game. But honestly, no-brainer. Take the Broncos. Take the spread. Take the over on them. Take everything for the Broncos. It's going to be a blow-up.
Yeah, the Raiders are going to be taking everything from the Broncos. This one, give me the Broncos. Look, there's no question about it. Geno Smith is horrible.
Yep, horrible.
Oh, wait. Did you hear about that Chip Kelly thing?
Oh, I'm so happy we got rid of Chip Kelly. He was making his own plays that weren't even in the playbook. get out of Las Vegas. You're not safe there, man. We don't like Chip Kelly, so I'm happy about that.
I'm not gonna lie, he was making some money for me on the side,
Yeah.
so I'm a little upset about that. No, for this one, Chip Kelly's out of there, so hopefully they're playing a little better.
I hope so.
Stop calling stupid calls.
Yeah.
For this one, the Broncos are gonna smash. The last time they played,
close game.
I remember the last time they played, I said go with the Raiders.
Yeah.
And then I ended up switching my pick to the Broncos, but the Raiders still came very close.
On our
to
Instagram,
winning.
We put +9 was a lock.
Oh
that
yeah,
day.
we locked in on our Instagram. Hey, make sure to follow our Instagram, JandJPickEm.
Yep.
That's where we posted a bunch of locks. Actually,
Yep.
we won lots of you guys money, so make sure to follow us on there. But like I was saying, the first game they played, the Raiders, I knew that it was going to be a close game. But this one, Geno Smith is just playing straight horrible. This team does not know what they're doing. Look, they look lost. They look more lost than me out there. But they can probably have me or you play receiver. You quarterback. I'll be catching the balls, whatever.
got you.
But Geno Smith, he's not the answer. Send that guy back to Seattle. I don't know why he came to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
The only thing he should be doing there is gambling. I don't know. There's nothing else to be doing for him there.
Yeah.
He's not a quarterback. He's not. Bro, this guy is not the future for any team. Bo Nix, he's a little better. He's been finding ways to win. Hey, it's not the nicest wins, but sometimes they're a little 3-point win.
Yep.
It doesn't matter. If you win that Super Bowl by 3 points, you win that Super Bowl. If you're a Broncos fan, you got to be excited. They're they're number one in the division right now.
They are.
There's no way the Raiders...
Over the Chiefs, over the Chargers, over everyone.
If you're a Broncos fan, you got to be excited. Super Bowl hopes, maybe.
Maybe.
Especially after this dub, you're getting a little closer to there. So we both got the Broncos.
For our next matchup, we got the Cardinals versus the Rams. This should be an interesting matchup, but honestly, I think it's going to be a blowout. The Rams last week, they're mad. They just lost to the Panthers. Their defense couldn't step up when it mattered. And Matthew Stafford, 2 interceptions. I also seen a fumble. Their team wasn't playing that great. But Devontae Adams is still there. 2 touchdowns, goal line monster. And their team is still amazing. So for this game, I expect them to bounce back. They're going to play a lot better. And they're going to cover the spread. It's -8. I got the Rams winning this matchup. For the Cardinals, you know what? Offensively playing pretty horrible. Trey McBride's the only good thing there. The run game was horrible. Trey Benson is going to come back and he's going to play this game. So I expect the run game to be a lot better. But honestly, Jacoby Brissett, sure he could score points, but if your defense ain't stopping the offense, the opposing team, you ain't going to win games.
Yeah.
And it's hard to stop the Rams. The Panthers did it last week because, maybe it's a fluke game. We don't know. But against the Cardinals, the Rams are going to ball out.
Yeah, honestly, this is going to be a great division matchup. And I think the Cardinals are going to be able to keep it close. Last week, we've seen the Rams against the Panthers. They had a pretty off game.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to have a horrible game like that. But I do think that they're going to allow the Cardinals to put up a pretty decent game. Jacoby Brissett's been balling out. This guy's just been slinging the ball.
He has.
And look, there's just no way that the Rams lose. Because, they're trying to hold on to that. They want that bye week, basically.
They need it,
They want that number 1 seed. But if they if they lose, I would be so happy. It would help out the Packers.
Hey.
Because, like I said, Packers are going to win the division. This would help us out. This is basically Rams. They know they got to win. If they want to keep that number 1 seed, they got to win, especially because the Niners are also creeping up on them. They can take that division away from them.
Hey.
And for this one, Sean McVay, he's not going to let that happen. Matthew Stafford either. Devontae Adams and Puka, I don't know who replaced them for wide receiver 1. What's his name?
Xavier Smith. I don't know who that is.
Replaced them all of a sudden. That's not happening this week. Puka and Adams are going to lock in. They want that bye week. They want a Super Bowl. This is a moment where, big players like this shine, and I expect the Rams to do exactly that. Give me the Rams smashing.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to smash, to be honest. I think it's going to be a very close game. I think Cardinals are trying to play spoiler a little.
Yeah.
And at the end, we both got the Rams. For the next game, we got one of the biggest rivalry in all of sports.
Yeah.
We got the Green Bay Packers going up against the Chicago Bears. Hey, and for the first time in a while, this is a big game. The Bears are doing really good. They're in first place in the NFC North. The Packers are right behind them. And for this game, it's a huge game, Basically, whoever wins this game takes over the division. It's going to be basically handling from now into the playoffs. For this game, give me the Chicago Bears. Just kidding.
Oh, what the?
Psych. Give me the Green Bay Packers. There's no way the Chicago Bears. They're called Chicago Bears for a reason. This team is trash.
Yeah.
Look, Jordan Love, what have I been saying? Let this guy throw the ball. It's Toyotathon. It's
Let him
meant to
cook.
be. And exactly what I said is what I had to text Matt LaFleur a little text. Let this guy sling the ball, and that's exactly what happened. This guy was throwing at everyone. Dontavian Wicks even, this guy
touchdowns.
balled out, which is crazy because we have Christian Watson and Romeo Doubs, and now Dontavian Wicks stepping up. Jaden Reed might be back for this game. Our receivers are getting hot at the perfect time. If you're any NFC team, you better be watching this game because this is who you're gonna be looking at in the Super Bowl for this game. Whoever wins this game is going to Super Bowl. It don't matter. That's all I'm gonna say.
Way.
Who's gonna beat them? The Eagles?
Bruh,
The Bears already beat the Eagles, bro. Now for this game, I honestly for the first time, I have a lot of respect on the Bears. You can't lie; they've been having a great season.
This is the
I don't know
first
what's
ti-
up with
Bruh.
like I'm not saying I have respect for Caleb Williams. I didn't say that. I said for the Bears because that defense is scary. They find ways to get turnovers. Last week, the coach from the Eagles like, oh yeah, we're not worried about turnovers. We don't do turnovers. It don't matter. You're going up against that Bears defense that forces turnovers. The Packers, I am a little nervous. Jordan Love, we know sometimes he can get a little questionable, throw some interceptions, and then the pressure is on. For this game, I need Jordan Love to have a clean game, no interceptions, throw the ball. Josh Jacobs, run the ball with them, but the key for this game is throw the ball, force Caleb Williams to, have to score touchdowns and throw that ball because as we all know, he's so inaccurate and there's no way he'll be able to, come back on the Packers. For this game, I'm so nervous. My hands are sweating. Palms weak.
Mom spaghetti?
Yeah, mom spaghetti. I'm just kidding. Now, for this game, though, I'm going to go with the Packers. I'm so nervous. This is probably one of the best games in a while for the Packers and the Bears. One of the best rivalries, like we said. But, yeah, for this one, give me the Green Bay Packers. I'm nervous. Hopefully they come out with the win. It's the NFC North. Whoever wins this game is probably going to go to the Super Bowl. Nah, I'm playing Bears. I'm not going to the Super Bowl, but Packers are.
Hey, outside of the Lions-Cowboys game, I think this could be game of the week. It's going to be an interesting matchup. Bears, who would have thought they would be this good? But it's all because of one person, Ben Johnson. Such an amazing coach, came from the Lions.
Bro.
And defensively, Jalen Johnson, right, great secondary, and they're getting interceptions. And that's how you win games, off of turnovers. And you know what? Love it or hate it, Caleb Williams is winning games off of these turnovers, and their run game, Swift and Monangai, over 100 yards last week and both had a touchdown. But let me say something, and Juan's going to agree with me. Aaron Rodgers said it best. The Bears are still the Bears. Give me the Green Bay Packers winning. The Packers own the Bears. Aaron Rodgers was the CEO of the Bears. Yeah. Now, guess what? They got another owner. Jordan Love's up there too. Two owners of the Bears. And you know what? The Bears are going to lose this game because history repeats itself.
Yeah.
And you know what? I didn't believe in Toyotathon, but Jordan Love balls out in November and December. Maybe not in the playoffs, but right now he does. And that's all that matters. And honestly, the Packers are going to win this one, and it's in Lambeau Field.
They're not going to at home.
Oh my gosh, we should pull that up. When's the last time the Bears won in Lambeau Field? Maybe they actually did win recently.
I think they won last year.
Yeah, they probably did. But honestly, it's a hard place to win. It's going to be cold. It might be snowing. Who knows? But Jordan Love's going to ball out, and the Packers are going to win.
Yep. Hey, the Bears still suck. There's a reason when I went to go buy my part owner for the Green Bay Packers, it came with an extra certificate of the Chicago Bears. So that's all I'm going to say. Go Pack, go. Hey, Bears fans, I want you guys to comment down below what you guys think the score is going to be. Yeah. If I sound like a hater right now, hey, maybe, they might know more ball than me, but I'm a Packers fan. They're
Let's
Bears
go.
Fans,
so. Go Pack, go.
Go Pack, go.
For Sunday Night Football, we got the Chiefs versus the Texans. This is going to be an amazing game. This is a must-win game for the Chiefs.
Yep.
The Chiefs have no wiggle room. They're 6-6 or 6-5, and they have to win every game. And you know what? Against the Cowboys, they play good offensively. It's just that they couldn't stop George Pickens or CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
Their secondary has to play a lot better. And honestly, against the Texans, I think it's possible because the Colts were doing pretty good against the Texans.
Yeah.
It's just that the Texans' defense is legit this year.
Yeah.
And you know what? We both said it about C.J. Stroud. We don't think he's the best quarterback, but they're winning games because of their defense.
Yeah.
And honestly, Nico Collins is having a crazy year. He didn't have a touchdown, but he almost had 100 yards last game. And this game's going to be a tricky one. You know what? I don't know. This is a hard one. You know what? I'm going to go with the Chiefs. Give me Mahomes and the Chiefs. Mahomes did throw 4 touchdowns against the Cowboys. And Rashee Rice had 2 touchdowns. And Travis Kelce had a touchdown too. So we know offensively they could get it done. It's just, can their defense stop C.J. Stroud? And I think, yes, they can. And I believe this game's going to be an Arrowhead. I think the Chiefs are playing at home. And it's a hard place to win. So I think the Chiefs are going to win this game.
Yeah, for this one, look, the Chiefs, I don't know what it is with the NFL, but the NFL seems to not even care about the Chiefs anymore.
I know.
They got the Patriots dynasty back, and they're like, all right, let's get the Chiefs and get them out of here. For this one, I want to go with the Texans. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go with the Texans.
Oh,
CJ Stroud
gosh.
is getting the win.
This guy's
Texans
CTE.
defense is too good. Look, the Chiefs, they every week, I keep going with them. I'm like, don't bet against them. And, people betting against them are actually cashing out.
Yep.
I got to hop on that. I'm going to go with the Texans. I'm not saying that this is going to be an easy win. I might switch my pick on this one.
Yeah.
Make sure to follow us on Instagram, JandJPickEm. But for now, I'm feeling the Texans. Patrick Mahomes has not been doing enough to win games, and they've been so inconsistent. There's a team that we're used to them having a cakewalk into the playoffs, and now all of a sudden they might not even make playoffs. They basically need to win this game. Last week they were in basically win now mode.
Yeah.
And what did they do? They lost.
They lost.
Right now they're in win mode, or win now mode basically. And yeah, I don't think they're gonna get the win. I think the Texans defense is gonna spoil them. Texans have a chance at making playoffs, but to be honest, their chances are really done.
Yeah.
I think they're basically playing spoiler. CJ Stroud's gonna try to show he's a big guy, and probably low bro Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think that can happen. But yeah, CJ Stroud's gonna do enough to win this game. And yeah, as of now, I don't know what it is. I'm feeling the Texans right now.
Crazy. This is gonna be a good Sunday night football game. Let us know who you guys got winning. We told you guys we're going to have amazing primetime games this week. And for Monday Night Football, we got the Eagles versus the Chargers. 2 amazing teams, but one of them has been struggling. The Eagles, I think, 2-game losing streak.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's all play calling. But you can't say it's all play calling, too. Jalen Hurts made some pretty bad throws last week. I think he had Devontae Smith wide open on a slant, and he just threw the ball horribly. He threw it right behind him. And honestly, their defense, too. You let 2 guys on the Bears just rush over 100 yards. Like, your defense has to play better. Your offense has to play better. And sure, a lot of people are saying it's play calling, but honestly, your players have to play better, too.
Yeah.
You can't blame it all on play calls.
Because you never know. You can end up losing another game, and there you go. You're 0-3.
I know. And this is when you got to win. We've been saying it. November, December, and January, of course, is where you have to win football games.
They just had that number 1 seed. And
I know.
Slowly.
Slipping away.
Yep. It's going away from them, basically.
And the Chargers, exact opposite. They're playing amazing football right now, but the only thing is Justin Herbert did injure his offhand. He did get surgery on it. The coach is still saying that he thinks he's going to play this week. But let's say he doesn't play. Trey Lance coming in, it's not looking good, especially against the Eagles defense, who isn't consistent, but they still are very talented.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, Justin Herbert's going to play this game. And honestly, he has weapons. Keenan Allen, Ladd McConkey, Gadskin, their tight end. And you know what? Quentin Johnson had a touchdown too. So he could throw the ball, and they're a pass-heavy team. But last week, even Vidal had a good run, 59 yards. But guess what? Omarion Hampton is back. And you know what? He's a good running back. Before the injury, he was doing pretty good. But for this game, I know they've been doing trash, but give me the Eagles winning this game in LA. LA only has 3 Charger fans in all of their city. So the Eagles fans are going to be there. They're going to be loud. There's going to be a lot of them, and it's going to be loud for them. And you know how they are, dude.
And 2 of them play on the team.
I know. And honestly, AJ Brown, he had a really great game, even though they lost last time. 2 touchdowns, 130 yards, I believe. And he's going to continue having the success. And honestly, Eagles, just run the ball efficiently. Defense play better, and you'll win this game.
Yeah, the Eagles, I don't know what's up with them 0-2 the past 2 games.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to lose another game. That just put them in a horrible situation. For the Chargers, I don't know. I honestly don't think Justin Herbert's going to play. I think it's going to be Trey Lance. Whoever plays, it doesn't matter. I think Eagles come out with the win. And Jalen Hurts, he has to do a lot better. Last week, their defense or their O-line, the Bears was all over them, putting pressure on Jalen Hurts all game.
Yep.
I don't think the Chargers have that potential, against the Eagles. But, you never know. They can get a random game going on, especially because one thing we've talked about all season, these primetime games have been so confusing.
You've been saying it. Yeah,
what happened
you're right.
Thursday night, what'd you say? All
underdogs
won.
on
Friday,
Thanksgiving.
who won?
The Bears.
Oh, great!
It's crazy.
Game.
I
and
know.
then that Bengals Ravens game. It's
Bruh, even
threw me
the
off
Panthers
completely.
beating the Rams. Bruh,
There you go. That
crazy
just goes
game.
to show you can never count a team out. For this game, I low key want to go with the Chargers.
I do too, I'm
well,
not
that's
gonna
if
lie.
Justin Herbert's plays.
Yeah.
Trey Lance plays horrible. This guy's straight trash. But if Justin Herbert plays, don't be surprised if I end up maybe switching my pick on Monday night.
Yeah.
The receivers are great. McConkey, Quentin Johnson.
Yeah.
And then Hampton's coming back.
Yeah.
I don't know. The Eagles, they got to be stressing a little.
Yeah.
I know deep down inside, they're a little nervous. They're like, they thought they were going to win those last two games, and they didn't. If they lose this game, you got to seriously start getting, like a little more serious. But for this one, I think the Eagles come out with the win.
Yeah, same here. For our next segment of the week, we got spreads of the week. We've been doing pretty good on our spreads, so I feel like you guys got to copy our spreads for this week.
Yep.
For my spreads, I got the Ravens -5.5, the Jaguars +1.5, and the Rams -8.
All right, for my spreads, I got the Cowboys +3, the Dolphins -3, and the Eagles -2.5.
Hey, those are some good spreads. And now for the best segment of the week, parlays of the week.
Let's go.
Hey, 2 weeks ago, Juan cashed on a parlay, and we've been getting pretty close to cashing out on even more parlays, but we feel very confident this week. For my parlay, I got the Rams, the Bucks, and the Seahawks.
All right, for my parlay, I got the Browns, the Packers, and the Bills.
Hey, let's go. Let's cash out. Yes, sir. Thank you guys for watching another week of J&J Pick'em. I just want to say thank you guys for all the support. Thank you for liking and subscribing to us. And if you keep enjoying our content, keep liking our video, keep subscribing. And also, these games matter this week. This is where losses become wins and wins become losses, or however it goes. But it's really important, and the playoffs are coming up. Also, if you're in fantasy playoffs are coming up too.
Yep.
And if you need any advice, hit us up. I'm actually top 3 in 3 in my fantasy leagues.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to brag, but I'm pretty up there. So if you guys need fantasy advice, drop in the comment section. I'm pretty sure we can help you out. And I hope we have a great week of football.
Yeah, one more thing. Make sure you're following us on Instagram, JandJPickEm. That's where we post any changes to any of our picks. So make sure to follow us on there. This was Juan.
This was Josh.
And this was JandJPickEm.